So, are you feeling lost? Are you a recent graduate who's looking for a job? Or are you in your early career but feeling like the job that you're doing is not meaningful? Yeah, you're not alone. So, I just graduated as well, and yes, luckily, I've had a few jobs before my master's. And there were a few key lessons that I learned over there, and not just with that, I have had the opportunity to talk to a lot of older people who have passed on their wisdom to me, and I've been able to learn a lot from. And a few days ago, I was just going through social media, going through like the job market and how horrible it is across the globe. And yes, I don't entirely disagree with that notion. But the thing is, at the end of the day, we need to play with the cards that we've been dealt. And when I saw this video, I really did feel really bad for this girl. I do hope ever since she posted this video, she has been able to find something that she really enjoys or finds meaning in. But in the meantime, I still thought that because I've had a few friends who have been through similar situations, and I just felt like if I had a friend who was going through that, I would have been able to tell them the same thing that I'm gonna tell you guys in this video. So, starting this video we go through some different key issues that I was able to see and a few key advices that I have for people like this. And it's not that it's a one trick pony or one size fits all, but these have just been the strategies that I've used to cope with all the pressures or my own demons, for another word's sake. So, let's start with the video.
I'm 26 years old and I have no idea what I want to do with my life. I want to be very transparent. I rarely ever post these to the internet, so if you are seeing this, welcome to my inner thoughts and demons. It's so fun here. We're having such a blast, as you can tell.
All right. So the first thing, the way she opens, we can clearly see that she is really stressed out and is going through a lot. But the thing is, yes, it kind of is a part of life. You kind of have to go through this. Like, for me, I have suffered in the past from an autoimmune condition where at times I was in a lot of pain. So I questioned why me, why am I going through that much pain and everything like that. But the thing is, at the end of the day, it kind of is what it is. So the only thing that you can do is focus towards improving the situation that you have with everything that you've currently got. So the inner demons, I have been able to control those, like my thoughts and everything. I have been able to keep them under control most of the times through a few key strategies. First thing, I work out. That helps me stay on top of my health. Plus, it is one thing where it's like, even if nothing else positive happens throughout the day, this is one area where I progressed. So that's a thing. Another thing is talking to my friends. I've had people around me I've been blessed with. I've got 2-3 really close friends. So whenever I'm feeling a little too overwhelmed, I do take time and reach out to them so that I can just vent. Most of the times they don't even have solutions for me, and when they do that, I don't have any solutions for them. But the thing is, sometimes just letting it out, it actually kind of does help. And then we can calm our heads and then focus on finding a solution for the problem that we have. Because at the end of the day, anything that we go through, if it's not something that we want to do, let's make it a problem. Let's solve it together. So if you want, talk to other people, talk to your closest friends, and try and think of a way out.
I'm currently in the middle of doing a job transition, or attempting to do one. I'm still at my old current job, but I'm just not having any job satisfaction in it. I definitely think that my skills and talents could be put to better use. What that is, I don't really know. Hence the tears.
Completely know what that means or how she's feeling right now. I have been in positions where I've cried as well. In a position where I was being praised all the time, I was on track towards my second promotion in 2 years itself. I was flying high, but at the end of the day, for me, it was just not good enough. Even though everybody saw me that, yeah, this is the guy who is doing so amazing, he's always out there to help people out. He always, whenever you have a question, you go out to him and he's gonna have a solution for you. But internally, I was just not happy at the end of the day because it was nothing to do with my organization or everything. It was just, I had the same feeling that based on my skills, my knowledge, I just wanted to do more. I wanted to have an impact. I wanted to do something meaningful. But the problem is, it takes time. I think it's through the use of social media, the meaning of impact or like the meaning of having a meaningful job has been over glorified and overemphasized, where the most, I'd say, like joy I found while working in my previous workplace was when I was helping people out. Meaning can be something that we have with somebody really like that, something we do really small for anybody around us. That could be meaningful. We just need to be able to look away from these social media channels where you've got influencers and people doing so many big things. But the thing is, before you get to the big things, when you're early in your career or we're still young, we need to take the baby steps and start looking for ways to have meaning in a small way before we get to the big one. So yes, even though I did not find joy in my own job role per se, I tried to look for meaning by helping people out in my office place, in my workplace. There was a team of over 80 or 100 people, and what I did was I tried to spend as much time as I could trying to teach them the processes that I already knew. I tried to help them out with any queries, concerns, struggles that they had. And as a result, I was on track towards getting a promotion based towards like a trainer, as a trainer in the position. And I would have been grateful for that as well. But the thing is, I had different goals and I had to move. So I had to leave that position. But the thing is, meaning is going to take time. And like not knowing what you want to do is perfectly fine. And honestly, it can be liberating as long as you take another step forward. So the way I see it, not knowing what you want to do is actually a really free thing, because then then you should be able to try as many new things as you want before you actually find the one thing that you like. So right now I am working on different projects. I am doing my bodybuilding as a sport. I just finished my master's. I am looking into consulting, finance. With this channel, I will be taking out more videos in terms of business strategy, business marketing. And going further, I am learning video editing for this channel. I'm learning more and more about marketing, how to get to more people. But the thing is, before I did that, I just saw this video and I do really feel bad for her. And I pray that she's able to find the joyful position that she's looking for. And that is why I wanted to make this video for anyone who's going through the same situation. Because as we progress in the video, she goes through some struggles that she's going from. And we hopefully should be able to find something productive out of it. So yes, next part.
I've spoken to quite a few different people. It's just hard. I wish I could just have a crystal ball that tells me exactly what I'm supposed to do.
entirely my feeling. I've said the same thing so many times with all my friends while I felt like I was lost. Recently, I've gone Wednesday evening, I get my scores for my graduation, where I passed with flying colors. For me, that was amazing. I scored the top marks in one of the subjects, I got a distinction and everything. 2 weeks after that, I feel lost. I am kind of not sure what I want to do. I am applying for a lot of positions, but because I am trying to change I was trying to change the area where I wanted to go to. At times, it was not following through, and like because of that, I felt the same thing. Do I want to start my own business? Do I apply for this position? Do I want to go back to my earlier career options? But the thing is, something that I learned in one of these storybooks, like I think it's one of the older ones, where it's like, I think it's the boy, the horse, or something, where it says it's like they're walking through a fog, and the only thing that the kid is scared of moving forward, the horse just tells him, can you see in front of your foot? And you take another step, and you take another step. You only look right in front of your feet, and you start taking small steps. Where we go, we don't actually know, and unfortunately we won't know by the time we get there. We can only figure out what the path was once we've crossed it and we look back. But yes, in the meantime, the one thing that has really helped me is kind of like stopping, not like stop the thought process of trying to find a way, and just taking another step. If I see an opportunity, or if I see anything interesting that I want to do, I just do it. So yes, moving on.
I've never really been under the impression that like having a job is fun, because like would I rather be laying on the beach drinking pineapple juice? Yeah, like I would much rather be exploring and traveling the world than working. I'm definitely someone who believes more in the European ideology, where it's work to live, where in America it's very much so live to work. And I do not live to work. I don't. Like, not to cue the Kim Kardashian sound of seems like no one wants to work anymore. Yeah, I don't. Now, if I'm going to work, I want it to be meaningful. I want it to do something. I want to be able to make an impact. I want to be able to do something with value.
Okay, so this notion of just sitting around and not doing work, I think that is not something most of us in actuality want. So yes, we do idealize this idea of just sitting on a beach and not doing anything, but I guess like for me, because like when I was at a place where I couldn't go out and I had all that time to not do anything, it bored me to hell. And like with all the TV I had, all the computer games I had, after a point, that was just not good enough. And I needed something. Like she says, she wants something to be like her job to be meaningful. She wants to do something impactful. It takes time for you to get there. And in the meantime, just sitting around is not how you get there. And yes, it sounds good to be able to not do anything and be okay. But 2 weeks in, 3 weeks in, a month in, nobody enjoys it. In most cases, nobody actually enjoys not doing anything. So yes, it might not be as good as you think. It's just something that social media has propagated on top of us, where like, oh yeah, we see so many people, they've got these businesses set up and they enjoy on the beaches, they don't work as much. They still do. If anybody in truth is living that lifestyle where they've got business setups done and now they're relaxing on a beach, they're still working a lot. What we see on social media is the highlight reel of their life, not the bloopers. So yeah, let's take it slow. work on the projects. Finding meaning, yes, we need to have an end goal where we are able to create an impact. But the thing is, while you get there, you need to realize it also starts with small steps. For me, it was helping my colleagues out. Slowly and steadily, I could have gone to a higher position where I could have had a bigger impact on the overall organization. But the thing is, if I would not have started with those small steps, I would not have been able to be in a position where I was considered to get to a position where I could have a bigger impact.
What that is, I don't know. I get to LinkedIn and I'm like, I don't even know what to search up anymore. I don't know what to search up. And my background is so weird. I have a background in psych and I have a master's in communications. And I want to work in environmentalism. I want to do something because God, this world's on fire, literally. And it's a floating rock that is just heading for mass destruction. And I want to do everything in my power to make sure that that doesn't happen. Obviously, is that very realistic? I have no idea, probably not. I have so much job anxiety. I hate not knowing what I want my career to look like. And I hate the fact that I hate my job. I want to be able to love my job. I want to be able to say what I'm doing proudly. When people ask what my job is now, I'm embarrassed to tell them. I shouldn't be embarrassed to tell someone what my job is. I should be proud. I should be excited to tell people what I do for work. And instead I'm like, let's not discuss that. New topic. Change.
Okay, so now talking about the way she talks about she doesn't know what she wants to do. So I had a friend I spoke to a few days ago where she is actually actively looking for a job, but the thing is, she said the same thing. She doesn't know what she wants to do. And in today's world, with all the tools that we have around us, I think there is a way out. ChatGPT. And not saying you give it your work, but the way you use it is you give it your qualifications, you give it your passions. Like we see in this video, this girl is really passionate about global warming or the climate crisis. You tell it about it. You tell ChatGPT about everything that is important to you in as much detail as you can. And then you create a prompt and ask it, what do you think are the career options that are available to me, with career progression guidelines and starting points that will give you a roadmap, and start acting, start trying to take action, trying new things out, go for these key job descriptions, key job areas, see which one you like, which one piques your interest. And the thing is, when we do have these tools available, use it in our personal lives, not just to fulfill your assessment criteria. We can be so smart. I've been using ChatGPT for a long time, and I have been able to ask it so many questions about my career progression, my career growth, my career opportunities and options. Do that. Create a prompt. Ask it, this is my qualification. These are the things that I'm passionate about. This is the thing that scares me. This was my worry regarding my previous job. What do you think is a good career path or career option available to me? Try this, and trust me, you'll be surprised by the answers that you get, or the quality of answers that you get. Give that a go.
And it's not like I have a bad job. I have a good job. It's not what I want to do. I hate that. And I hate not knowing. I'm a control freak and I'm type A. And I'm a woman. It's very unsettling for me to not know what I want.
So yeah, as we see, as she said herself, it's not entirely the job itself that is bad, because the job is good. And even if it is not the most glamorous job, it could be a point where this is something intrinsic that she needs to get comfortable with, or needs to take time in accepting that is the reality for right now. And because at times I do feel the same as well, that I see so many young entrepreneurs, influencers who are doing the same thing as me, but have much better results. It's not that what I'm doing is not good enough. It's just that the results that I've been getting are not good enough. But that could be for so many different reasons. It could be they come from a different area, they come from a different place in life. So we don't, it's like that kind of like being ashamed of your job. I don't think that is entirely the job's fault or her fault. It's just when you try to compare stuff with everything that you see around you, that could make you feel that way.
That triggered me. Did I just have a meeting with a career coach? Yeah. Was she helpful? Kind of, but like not really. Like she just kind of like said that everything that I was doing right now is good. And I was like, and she was like, you can sign up for more sessions. And I was like, okay, how much are the sessions? Because this one was $30. I got offered it as a discount because I'm doing a fellowship program. $220 per session. Huh? $220 per session. She recommends 6 to 10 sessions. Huh? She goes, yeah, it takes about a year. Huh? I don't think anybody understands that if I stay at my current place of work for another year, there's no need for a transition because I'm going to transition into the afterlife. There's no point in that. Yeah, take my money then. It's not going to be useful for me when I'm 6 feet under.
Alright, so yes, as we see, ChatGPT might help because career counselors are pretty expensive. And like, the thing is, like, those counselors as well can, in most cases, tell you steps to actually find your answers from within. But the thing is, I've been through these counselors, they've looked at my CV, they've looked at everything that I've given them, and they have always responded, oh yeah, you're doing everything fine, you're doing everything nice, you're doing everything amazing. But the thing is, the results are not there. So, unless you do have these kinds of facilities available where you could get a career counselor or a coach for cheap, use ChatGPT. Take your time, go in as much detail as you can and find out your answers, test them, and then figure things out. You're not gonna know whether you like it or not till you try it. So give it a shot.
I just want to get paid to look pretty and travel the world. And to maybe like interview some people. Like I feel like I would be a really good interviewer. I've been told that I ask very good questions and I can get interpersonal with people and deductive reasoning skills. So I feel like I could get some good information out of some people. Maybe I should be a spy. Like a Black Widow type, but without all the violence. Yeah, I don't think I'd be good at that. I don't want to have to in combat, you know? That's not for me. But the intelligence part where I can like get information out of people, I really think that I could do that well. But like I want to just like travel the world and look pretty. When people ask like what my dream job is, traveling around the world looking pretty and then talking to people. Just talking to people and kind of understanding them. That's what I want to do. So if anyone has any job recommendations that fits that job description for me, please let me know in the comments. And if you're someone who's also struggling with your career, did I mention I was 26? I'm 26 years old and I have no idea what I want to do with my life.
So yes, she kind of has an idea where she wants to go, but the problem is she doesn't know how to get there. And like, the thing is, like in today's world, if you look around you, if you look online, you've got so many options available to you if you want to go into that avenue. Like we were talking about social media, yeah, you could travel, talk about it, talk to people and get paid for it. But you're gonna have to start somewhere. If you think it's gonna be a job with TLC or the travel channels, you could apply for jobs over there. But the thing is, in the meantime, take initiative. Start with your own projects. Wherever you live, where you see if there are tourist spots. Go there, make videos about it. Talk to people who are visiting that place, and then post it online. Create a following, create an environment where you're able to share that thing, those skills, your knowledge with people. And that is what will get highlighted. Once you do have the following, you can either start monetizing that audience directly, or you can apply for a job in that industry while using this as a portfolio. So there are steps that you could take. But the thing is, for that, you are gonna have to sit and just think, is that what you want to do? And if it is, that's travel blogging. And those are amazing career opportunities. I hope she sees this and she's able to maybe work her way around it or work her way to it. So yes, I hope you were able to find some answers out of this video, and it gives you a little bit of hope, an idea of how you could maybe find your own solutions. And yes, if you do want to see more stuff like this, subscribe, and I'll be back. Take care.